Hi, welcome to markcyclerepairs.com. Today we're having a look at an issue on one of the bikes I'm doing. It's this Cube bike here, and the customer has tried to get the pin out of the flat mount disc caliper and couldn't get it out, and started to try and drill it, and it didn't work. So we're going to have to get a new caliper and stick it on. So we've ordered this one here, the 105 flat mount one from Shimano, and let's pop it on the scales as I do in most of my videos and see what it's going to weigh. 130 grams, super light, with the plastic bleed bit in. And in the packet you get brand new resin pads with the aluminium fins on for cooling, and the normal plastic spacer for when you take the wheel out. So there you go, that's a close-up look of what this caliper looks like, the 105 one. And now I'm going to put it on, and I'll show you another video of putting it on. See you in a minute. Alright, we have the caliper here, so now we're going to take it off. Let's go and take it off. Let's firstly see if we can loosen off the hydraulic hose, which is obviously tight. At this point I haven't undone the top one because I don't want all the fluid to come out, so I think it's best to not undo the top one. Let's just loosen that off. That's loose now. Let's take the caliper off. I think it's a 4mm Allen key. Yep. It's a bit stiff, this. It's obviously never come off in its life. Just taking it all the way off. Incidentally, the caliper still does work fine. The pads aren't fully worn out, but the customer wanted to change them anyway. But it did still work fine. It just looked bad with the chewed up end. There we go. There we go, that's all off. And now we can take this off. Should be able to do that by hand now. And hopefully the fluid won't come pouring out because the top is not open. But you never know until we open it, as it seems like all the fluid's going to come out, which is not really what you want. I'll just put my finger on that for a minute. Let's get the other caliper ready. Let me just pause this a minute and tip the bike up because I don't want all the fluid to come out. Right, I've put the new caliper on now, and put the hose on. Comes with a bleeding block already in it, and we're going to try and bleed it now. So we've opened up the top one. This is the older style, the original road hydraulic ones they had. So we just put a tube in the top so you can see where the excess fluid comes out. Put something around it so it doesn't go everywhere, and then you start pumping it in from the bottom. So we need to get the Shimano fluid into the syringe. I'll just try and get it in the syringe and then try and pull it out of the hose and then push it back up to get rid of the bubbles, so that you're pumping it in without bubbles, ideally, like that. Here's the top, and then we're near the top, and then we have to, I think it's a 7mm, you loosen off this, just a tiny bit. Just loosen that a tiny bit. Make sure you get all the bubbles out, just about. You can see it's dripping out now. So just get all the bubbles out, and then we'll start putting it in. And just gently squeeze it in. Try and hold the hose on so it doesn't squirt out too much, and then at some point you'll see it coming out the top. Move that down so we can see. I want to see if it's coming out the top yet. No, it's not. We've got to keep pumping it in till it comes out the top. There you go, you can see the bubbles coming out at the top now. There you go. Then we pinch this one up, the 7mm again. Do that up, and then pump it a bit and try and get the bubbles out. See, the fluid goes up and down when you're pumping it. And yeah, we can't see any bubbles coming out. And you can see the pads moving here. So I think we're pretty much done. Just do it for a while just to make sure there's nothing in there. Nothing coming through. So we'll take this one off now and put the screw back in. And then that should be it. We have the cap here. Just going to have to try and catch all the excess fluid, because it's going to go everywhere otherwise. Get the, I think it was an 8mm we had here. You can use that little pop thing that Shimano do these days, but it has the same kind of effect this does. Let's just take this off now and put the cap back in. Gotta hope it doesn't make too much mess everywhere. It's just the bar tape is a bit tight. There you go. Seems a bit stiffer than it was before going on. Maybe because it's got all the fluid in it. Yeah, I think it's ready to come out now. There you go. Just put that down, put the cap back in. You've got to be careful with these caps to not over tighten them because they're quite a small bolt, so it's very easy to round them off. So don't over tighten this. This one's a 2.5 mil, and there we go. Just wipe off all the excess fluid. Some people put brake cleaner on here as well, just to dissolve the fluid a bit, but that should be alright. And now we have a working brake, so it's now just a case of taking this out and putting the pads in and give it a quick clean up and a spray with a brake cleaner to get any of the excess fluid off. Alright, thanks for watching, see you next time on Mark's Cycle Repairs.